365. Hellas, the general term for inflamed space, frozen space, and the netherworld. Lifine hell will generally not enter the human world directly. Insects and many plants belong to another reincarnation system of Lifeind will generally not reincarnate as humans. 366. Higher level LIV shave fewer conflicts with their surroundings. Lower level LIV shave more conflicts with theirs. 367. The correlament of the consciousness of higher LIV cis love. The higher their level of LIFEIS, the higher the level of love in their consciousness is. The lower their level of LIFEIS, the lower the level of love in theirs is. 368. Gods and supercelestial beings are LIVs created by the greatest creator. Other LIVs were designed by the greatest creator but created by supercelestial beings under God's directions. 369. The law of the jungle and the survival of the fittest from Darwin's theory of evolution are portrayals of the animal world, but an awakened person would never agree with them. 370. Organ transplantation is a bad thing. Its disadvantages outweigh its advantages. 371. Genetic engineering is extremely dangerous because it is very likely to cause a large appearance of monsters and demons. 372. Biological robots will emerge eventually. They will bring blessings to some but misfortunes to some others. 373. LIVs travel through transmigration and transformation. Humans might ascend to celestial beings and degradado animals as well. 374. LIFA has 8 big secrets. To attain them, you must build your merits and virtues to exchange. 375. What does not exist in consciousness does not exist in life. Therefore, make the best use of your time to expand your space of life. Be neither nostalgic for things which appeared briefly nor for the human world. They are all just flashes in the pan. Try your best to be familiar with the place for which you yearn and be an awakened person. 376. The nature of LIFEIS, the soul. The nature of Suli's consciousness, so consciousness is life. 377. The simpler that things are, the more attention they should receive. The closer that people are to us, the more they will form joys and sorrows in our lives. 378. How can a LIF achieve eternal bliss? The answer is simple, only by realizing self-harmony. 379. Freedom symbolizes heaven and control represents hell. 380. We must make full use of our bodies. If we do not, we will be rebelling against the greatest creator. We would be practicing evil ways if we prayed for what our bodies do not have. 381. Seeds take roots where they land. Wherever you live, treat that place as your home, protect its environment, and create beauty. 382. Freedom is supreme and priceless. It is the symbol of Lifine heaven. The degree of freedom shows the level of a life. The greater a life's degree of freedom is, the closer they are to heaven. The less a life's degree of freedom is, the closer they are to hell. 383. Individuals and groups cause their own lack of freedom. If one within an unfree group wants freedom, the only thing to do is escape. Escapido a free place. If you cannot find a free place on earth, then flee to heaven. 384. Do not sympathize for or commiserate with the weak, for they are parasites. Once you are entangled with the weak, they will suck off your blood and your whole life will turn to misery. Who are the weak? The debilitated, disabled, ill, and poor are not, but those who constantly rob your energy are. 385. When many people's consciousnesses resonate, they live in the same world. Heaven and hell are the real worlds created by the LIVESWO's consciousnesses resonate. Everything on earth is created together by the people who are here. 386. All changes in the universe have reasons. All changes of nature are the results of quantitative changes. There will be no qualitative leaps without the accumulation of quantitative changes. When quantitative changes reach their limit, they will inevitably cause qualitative leaps. 387. As long as we treat everyone and everything objectively and fairly, then we will not waste time on hatred and revenge, but only concentration our own futures of sublimating ourselves. 388. Different faiths lead to different mental states and psychological activities, which led to different towards and actions, which led to different results and ways of life. Fate his the navigator of life, different faiths make he different lives. Therefore, faith determines lives. 389. Arrogance comes from ignorance, and it is the touchstone of testing the richness of one's inner beauty. 390. Characteris, the accumulation of characteristics to Tony inherits from their previous lives. Characteris definitely not inherited from one's biological parents. Character will determine one's overall developmental direction. It is one's original nature, which is the potential energy of consciousness one can barely handle or control be themselves. That's why we often hear the saying, a leopard cannot change its spots. Character decides what kind of life one will achieve. 391. The more marvelous a method is, the easier it is to practice. Tricks and shortcuts are ultimately not simple and easy ways to do things. 392. If you do not surrender your human mind, then you will not achieve the nature of a celestial being. If you do not abandon the human world, then you cannot ascend to the fairyland above. 393. If you do not close a door, then another 9 will not open to you. If you remain wedded to one love, then you will not be able to embrace another truer love. If you do not leave your heavy baggage, then you will not be able to walk farther. If you do not remove your blinders of conventional thinking, then you will not see the light at the end of the tunnel. 394. Die. Yesterday's me. Ember Sediday's me. Die. Today's me. Ember Tomorrow's me. 395. What you want without breaking the rules. Enjoy a carefree life without grumpiness. 396. Are there any unfair phenomena in human society? No, not at all. Everything is a fair adjudication of the mechanism of cause and effect. Everything is the fairest arrangement with the rewards and punishments of Tao. 397. Everyone has their own life trajectory. Everything is destined. It might seem on the surface that we have been wronged, but that appearance might have actually resulted from our own imperceptible thoughts and behaviors. 398. When death comes, we shall die clearly, and Levino regrets to the last moment. We shall never commito this world in vain. While we're still alive, we must distinguish the priority is of life what is important and what is unimportant. Otherwise I will be Tulateto feel regret. 399. Do not be nostalgic. Open up to your future rather than dwelling upon your past. The universe is boundless, time and space are endless. The future of life is endless. Life is always on its journey. The scenery ahead is unknown and unprecedented for us. Regardless of how wonderful our current environment might be, we still need to open up new territories, to explore new ways, to enter the new realms. Joy lies in creating, not in languishing in material comfort. Happiness lies in devoting, not in acquiring. Freedom lies in continually abandoning, not in sticking to old ways and achievements. For 100. Once one stops marching forward, they will inevitably move toward dispiritedness and depravity. Once unwilling to abandon all their possessions, one will inevitably slip towards selfishness and greed. Once clinging to ancient ways and bygone values, one will never have the chance to see the incomparable new wonder and beauty. For O1. The universe is an illusion and its size relates to our consciousness. The stronger the consciousness, the bigger the universe. The weaker the consciousness, the smaller the universe. The universe would not exist without consciousness. For O2. The universe is the productive, the consciousness of the greatest creator. The universe did not originate from the Big Bang. Rather, it came into being because Wuji gave birth to Taiji and chaos evolved into holographic order. For O3, the universe has eight forces. A magnetism, a gravity, the strong force, the weak force, the structural force, the repulsive force, the conscious force, the spiritual force. The universe is made up of three elements: consciousness, structure, energy. For O4, the universe includes 20 parallel worlds. Humans live in the XY world. Ghosts live in the XY world. Gods, Buddhas, and super-celestial beings live in the XYZ world. Monsters and demons live in the XYZ world. The 1,000-year world is in the XYZ world. The 10,000-year world is in the XYZ world. The celestial islands continentis in the XYZ world. For O5. The universe exists for LIF and LIF exists for the universe. When LIF is out, the universe will perish. When the universe ends, LIFU will be extinct. For O6. The solar system was designed to serve human sun the earth. For O7. The moon did not come into being naturally, it was created specifically for LIFE on the earth. Apart from its other functions, the moon serves as a warehouse, mainly to store UFOs. For O8. The UFOs that we occasionally see in the sky are not from outer space but from within the moon, which is a gigantic warehouse storing many tools that supercelestial beings once used, and UFOs are one akin of them. The moon has a gate which can be opened at any time, and there is a huge palace beneath the mysterious Bermuda Triangle, which supercelestial beings use as temporary lodging sun-Earth. When such needs arise, supercelestial beings can exercise remote control off the UFOs within the moon at any time and use them to visit Earth. For O9. The atmosphere is the Earth's skin. The ozonosphere is to protect life on the Earth. Water is the Earth's blood. Photosynthesis is the headspring of food for life. Symmetry in nature is a mysterious force. The perfect scale is the golden ratio. The brain is the epitome of the universe. Genes are the sealed book of life. Conditioned reflexes are the protective mechanisms of life. Sexual pleasure is not only for the continuation of ancestral lines. The beauty of nature is the masterpiece of the greatest creator. For 10. There is a negative cosmic velocity in the universe, namely the speed of the non-material, which is faster than that of light. For 11. Everything in the universe moves in accordance with Tao. The spirits of all life forms are connected to that of the greatest creator. Each thing and every phenomenon follow its own principles and laws. Whether it be the operation of celestial bodies or the action of an ant or a bee, everything is controlled by Tao. The universe is holographic, and a thought can spread across it within an instant. For 12. The total energy of the universe is always zero, which enables its stable order. For 13. The holographic phenomena means the universe is holographic. A holographic universe means that the universe is so expansive that there is no exterior and so small that there is no interior. Everything and all phenomena are holographically interconnected. Nothing is independent of anything else, and no phenomenon is independent of any other phenomena. For 14. The unity of opposites is only the appearance of the universe, not the essence of it. The essence of the universe is a holographic order entity. There are no opposite such justice and injustice, good and evil, or beauty and ugliness within the holographic order. For 15. There are grand universe and small universes. The boundless universe is called the grand universe and the bounded universes are called small universes. The grand universe is made up of a vast number of small universes. The universe in which humans live is a small universe, and it is called the Earth universe. For 16. All objects within the scope of time, including celestial bodies, have an origin, a time of being born and a course of development. The universe is no exception. Before the birth of the universe, it was Wuji. The state of Wuji is the absence of large and small, the absence of borders, the absence of entity and non-entity, the absence of time, space, substance, and spirit. All is a state of clearness and brightness as well as chaos. All is a state of existence as well as non-existence. For 17. Chaos is a disorderly state. Holographic order is an orderly one. Chaos was the state before the formation of the universe, while holographic order has been the state afterward. Chaos, Chinese Hundun, means mess, lack of order. In Chinese, holographic order is written as Hundun. Hun means wholeness and inseparable integrity, and Dun means a borderless and expansive state like the immense ocean. In the state of chaos, there is no heaven, no earth, no borders, no limits, no center, no yin or yang, and no middle way. In the state of holographic order, there is Taiji, the one in the unity of opposites, the two poles, and the middle way. For 18. The law that maintains the zero sum of positive and negative energy is called the law of cause and effect. For 19. The existence of natures is what causes the clear-layered, well-structured, multiform, and constantly changing wonder of life in all natural phenomena. If everything were devoid of their natures, then the universe would return to its chaotic, primordial state of chaos. For 20. The material world is the positive universe. The non-material world is the negative universe. Non-material things are of the negative universe as they are non-physical, intangible, invisible, untouchable, inaudible, and cannot be sensed, measured, or perceived, yet influence the material world. The dream world is a type of negative universe, namely the non-material world. For 21. The positions of materials and non-materials and the spheres of their activities are called space. Space can be positive or negative. Non-materials exist in negative space. Materials exist in positive space. Positive space is determined by the existence and distribution of materials, and negative space is determined by the existence and distribution of non-materials. For 22. Space can change an object's shape and its rules of operation. Space includes natural spaces and thinking spaces. In different spaces, operation rules and the existence of life-end objects are different. Changes of space can cause changes of one's physical functions, thinking, and the survival state. One must change space if they want to change it themselves. For 23. Nature gives us corresponding feedback to whatever information we enter. There are no coincidences in the universe. All phenomena must have their determining factors. All natural phenomena have causes which lead to inevitable results. This is the program and objective law which is not subject to the will of man. For 24. Space can be compressed, expanded, and dissolved. For 25. The passageways connecting the 36-dimensional spaces are called space tunnels. For 26. Spaces are vitally importante people. A good space can bring people's capabilities into full play and make them feel relaxed and happy, while a bad space will oppressionitorily and limit their talents, reducing them to mentally and physically fatigued prisoners. Therefore, we should strive to create or enter good spaces and avoid creating or entering bad ones. For 27. Time is the recorder of the state of material movement. Time is born of movement. there would be no time without movement. For 28. Time has 8 great characteristics. 1. Time is non-material. 2. Time can be negative or positive. 3. Time is particular and universal. 4. Time is a variable. 5. Time pervades all material spaces. 6. Time is both longitudinal and latitudinal. 7. Time has different interpretations in different spaces. 8. Time can be compressed, expanded, and dissolved. For 29. Time tunnels are dense time networks which are composed of positive and negative time and are widely distributed throughout the universe. For 30. Time changes everything and everything exists within a specific time. To make an object exist externally, you must make its time of existence eternal. For 31. There is latitudinal time and space in the universe, but time does not exist in latitudinal time and space. In latitudinal time and space, one cannot feel the passage of time, but insofar as Earth time is concerned, several seconds of latitudinal time and space can be several decades, centuries, or millennia. For 32. Our physical bodies are in positive space, but our spiritual entity are in negative space. For 33. To escape from the bondage of time and space, one must think whimsically, unconventionally, and act against norms. For 34. Tao is the commonality of the universe, and the Koryo of Tao is the greatest creator. Revering the greatest creator and following Tao is the perfect and harmonious integration of one's individuality with their universal commonality. Only those who integrate their individuality perfectly and harmoniously with the commonality of the universe have sober minds and bright prospects. Those who abandon this general principle and direction cannot secure bright prospects no matter how intensely they engage in self-cultivation. For 35. Non-materialist, the reverse side of material and does not possess the characteristics of material. All material possess the process of birth, growth, decay, and death, but non-material does not. Everything in the non-material world can miraculously transform in an instant. From the perspective of the ever-existing universe, everything is transient, illusory, and valueless. To obtain eternal existence, one must break away from the control of time. To do this, one must work hard to perfect the spiritual entity of their life. When all conditions are ripe, success will follow. Once you manage to break through the limitation of time, you will be able to enter latitudinal time and space as you like, feel relaxed and happy, and be overwhelmed by unparalleled beauty. For 36. It is impossible to understand the non-material world by means of science, intellect, facts, and logical reasoning. The only way to know it is to let one's consciousness enter the non-material world and be there to observe just as we enter our dreams. It is only by entering into the non-material world in person that we can understand it. There are two types of non-material worlds. One is to be perceived from a longitudinal time tunnel and the other is to be perceived from a latitudinal space tunnel. This is to say that to learn about your past or future, you must enter a time tunnel. To know about other non-material worlds existing at this moment, you must enter a space tunnel. For 37. If we cannot see anything in the material world, then our physical eyes have failed. They are covered, closed, or have become blind. If we cannot see anything in the non-material world, then our spiritual eyes have failed. They are covered, closed, or have become blind. For 38. The sum of positive and negative energy in the universe is always zero. The total score of wins and losses is always zero. And behind the glory of every winner hides the bitterness and misery of a loser. Therefore, for the sake of other people's happiness, we should only take what is necessary for us instead of having an insatiable greed for all benefits. For 39. The universe has these eight dialectics. 1. Form is emptiness. Emptiness is form. 2. When things are exhausted, they revive. When they end, they begin again. 3. The hidden becomes clear and the smallest becomes big.